welcome to Nate's Neighborhood, Nye County's #1 real estate program with your real estate expert, Nate Boley. There he is. Dun,
Hey
dun, dun,
guys,
dun.
happy Sunday and or Monday, whichever one you're watching us on right now.
Yeah, it's casual Sunday. We're going to do a walkthrough a little later in the show.
Yeah, the Dandelion home. Beautiful place. Yeah, good looking place.
And
totally
available.
rehabbed and available. Yeah, still currently available.
Which is
Look
kind
at
of a
that.
surprise because the real estate market is red hot, like a red hot poker, like
It's going nuts.
something. I don't know what's hotter than red hot.
White hot.
White hot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Would you
geez.
say we're there yet?
We're on the verge.
Rapidly
It's that
approaching.
transitional period where you go from red to orange to white. I think.
Right.
I don't know irons very well.
Clearly molten,
It's
which is crazy.
it's
and a
nuts.
good place for you, unless you're trying to like find a house real quick, and then you kind of want to be right on the ground, don't you?
Yeah, it's tougher for the buyers, especially the ones that are trying to do the whole video tours right now, because listing agents notice when only your realtor has come in to look at the house, but you have not.
Right.
And then you put in an offer, and that can be a determining factor, because just that video can be great, but sometimes it can, no matter how great it is, it doesn't
Right.
show what you're actually stepping into when you get into the home.
Right.
So the biggest deal, boots on the ground, as they say. Tour the homes. You can start with a video tour. I think I do like 15 a week now.
Really?
Just crazy amounts of video tours. But I tell everybody that asks me about a video tour, of course, but before we put in an offer, or in the midst of putting in an offer while we're waiting to hear back,
Right,
I
come
would
look.
like to see you there in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because buying a home is you got to feel it as you walk into the door.
Right.
It calls to you. It says, "Buy me, stay here forever."
Right.
And if you don't walk in the door, you can't feel the feeling.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true.
I can't feel it for you either.
Right.
Yeah.
This is sort of why I don't take test drives on new cars.
There you go.
I know I'm falling in love too quick. Excellent. Well, but so the market is red hot. I know
it's nuts.
owning a house is a great investment. It's kind of apparent in this first statistic you got here, isn't it?
Yeah, the first one we've got up here is what do we got? Median sales price. That's the first stat we're going to go over this week.
Okay, so this is a stat which shows the sales price from this time last year.
Well, the increase from, let's see, we're into June, so these are May stats for 2021, represented, back from 2020.
I'm gonna get out of the
so
way.
it's a
and let you,
year's
like,
worth
show,
of.
show,
oh yeah,
show the folks how this is. But
yeah. So and essentially what you're looking at here, the blue line is Las Vegas. The red line is going to be our little beautiful valley of Pahrump, and from May 2020 to May 2021, let's see, we've gone up.
looks
Whoops.
like a lot.
Right about, I'm trying to get this in here.
Well, if you
Right at
started
the
at
edge.
about,
There it is.
I'm looking at 200,000 is what you started off median sales price. This is this time.
Yeah, we're at
last year.
288 now. Yeah, so 288 last month in May was the median sales price in the Pahrump Valley.
Wow.
And then the blue line, of course, is Las Vegas, and that was 347, I believe, was the number there. So the median sales price.
Up from like 260 this
Yeah.
time last year, roughly.
Yeah, it's a big jump. There's
is a big
percentage
jump.
points, full-blown percentage points involved in there.
Right.
Here, I'll let you back in the
Yeah,
shot
no.
here, sir.
What do you like attribute the big spike up? Because I mean that's significant. I mean, yeah.
A few different things, yeah. So you've got, and a hot market can always come from, it usually takes several factors. And what we currently have is low rates, which is always a good thing. We
Makes
have
the
a
money
bit of a
cheap.
lumber shortage, or a quality lumber shortage in some places. And then we have, of course, we're getting into summer, so you're gonna have your summer fires, your forest fires. And during summer, any builder, any contractor will tell you, price of lumber jumps right up because so much of it is on fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's
It's a
another
commodities thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a commodities.
Supply
It
and
goes
demand.
beyond supply and demand
Right.
because both ends of it are affected in one way or another, yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of what we have. We have a ton of people that are looking for homes and about half a ton of homes.
Well, there you go. So that's a big market driver. Just the
big
lack of
jumps,
homes.
man.
Now, and we've talked in previous episodes about like folks, making their improvements to their home before they sell, and maybe it's not as
Yes.
important these days because the market's just driving. Anyway.
Yeah. In this case, when you're in a market like this is considered a seller's market. The prices are going up. People are going above the appraisal price, as we keep talking about. That's a seller's market. And it kind of turned on ahead from about a year and a half ago. It was a buyer's market.
Right.
But that's where you get, once you start to see those big jumps in percentage points for values, especially year to year, I think the next slide we're going to look at represents a full percentage point in theory.
In a month.
In a month, yeah, for
Right.
essentially anybody that owns a home in Nevada.
So this
And
is
granted, that's not take it to the bank, because it does depend on how much you own, or how much you owe on it, what you put into it, if you damaged it, that kind
Right.
of thing.
But this is just give you another metric of measuring how, I mean, because clearly, like, the value's gone up, and we're talking about how much of it was market driven. This is maybe a little more based on, cost
This
of goods
is,
and this kind of thing.
Yeah,
this
it's
next
both
slide
cost of goods as well as the people with the money. You can essentially change comparables over time, those homes that you use, those sales that you use to find what you think would be a fair market price. When you get into a 3, 4, 5 month period like we're seeing, where people are paying over happily, what the appraisal might be or what the actual value might be, those create comparables. And those comparables then push on, and they become
the new benchmark
the new norm
for
yeah.
value.
Yeah.
All right, so
Then your realtor, 2, 3 months down the road, can use those comparables, and then okay, yes,
Yeah.
they have sold for this. There are similar homes that have sold for this.
This is
Now
the new
we
value.
can get you X amount. Yeah.
Right.
After all the sillies,
Right.
went cash
Let's
crazy.
look at the next slide. I wanted to see, this is median price per square foot.
Yeah,
and
this is the big.
values.
This
Okay,
was the big jump.
This
yeah.
is the big jumper.
Yeah. So again, blue line, Las Vegas. Red line, our little valley of Pahrump here.
And this is just like inside of 12 months. So we started with $140 a square foot in Las Vegas and end up at 188. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, and that's median price per square foot, so it's not the same as the average. But
Right.
yeah, median price right about from 140 up to, oh goodness, excuse me. There we go. It's actually, it's 188.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 188 per square foot. And then Pahrump, quite a jump as well. It's technically started below the bottom of the screen there.
Right. About
And that started,
100 something.
yeah, 100, I think it was 112, 113.
Uh-huh.
And here, let me get out of the way here.
Where do you know?
And boom, we're up, we're at 152 this morning when I checked.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's nuts because a year ago, I put up a stick-built home for sale, and I won't mention which one it is, but it was here in the valley. And the sellers that I had and someone else brought the buyers, they came to terms at $152 a square foot, and I was terrified.
Like, this will never be worth
I was
this.
thinking, I don't know if we're going to make appraisal, that kind of thing. And we skimmed through because the appraiser was nice enough to allow us to present our own comparables at the end.
Right.
But now, goodness, it's 152 is not much.
Right,
all of a
that's just the
sudden.
median. That's just
Yeah,
the
it's
median.
just the median. Yeah,
Right.
so it's
Not too
yeah,
high, not
it's
too
quite
low,
the
right in
jump.
the middle. That is a jump.
it's
huge
a
jump.
big jump. Yeah.
Well, if you're at 110, I mean, that's like a third again as much value you kind of already gained, right? Almost.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
by that metric. I mean,
By
then,
that
yeah.
metric, yeah. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
you can pull a million different ones off of any website, essentially, as long as it's attached to the MLS. And you can pick apart those things from one direction or another, or you can boost them up, so to speak.
Right.
But those are actual stats. Those are factual stats that,
Right.
that can be found by realtors, and they do represent what's currently going on in our Southern Nevada market.
And you were looking
doubt.
at, okay, so last month we were up 12% from the year before. This month
Yes.
is up 13% from the year before.
Yes, and so essentially that, in theory, again, you can pick this apart if you'd like from different angles, but from 12% in one month to the next month, 13% from the year before, that's essentially a full percentage point gain, which is almost unheard of.
Right.
And not necessarily these days.
Well,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
No, it's a sexy
yeah.
time to be in real estate. It's really moving.
It's great. It's doing well, and we don't have a lot of the crazy pitfalls that we did back in 2006, 2007. We don't have the stated income loans anymore.
Right.
We don't have the, there still are interest-only loans, but those are folks 820, 830 and up on the credit score. So there aren't many of those floating around. As 2005, 2006, with a 650 credit score, you could get interest only, and it was that adjustable rate thing. And so, yeah, so a lot of those things have been pulled out, and now we've got a better structure behind this push. There are tangible things that we can look at and say, here's what's driving it, and there's not necessarily a big worry behind it because there's no,
Right.
yeah,
Right,
unless
probably
unless the Fed decides that they're going to raise the rates 3 percentage points in a day.
Right.
You know, and they won't. They've already said they're going to do it gradually.
Right.
So yeah, and at some point that means it will slow down, of course.
So,
Ups and downs, peaks and valleys. I tell everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people are probably cashing in on their houses right now and just taking the win. And
Yeah, I can't blame them. I mean,
you can't.
Yeah,
At the same time, are there people that are? I mean, a good cautionary tale. We were just talking about home inspections and how important they were becoming because a lot of people are kind of rushing to market. Maybe they haven't taken their house through all the paces that a home inspector would. You know, they're just, I'm just going to let the market take care of it. It'll be fine. You know.
Yeah, and that brings up, well, your term as a buyer, that brings up the term due diligence. And due diligence is your time frame from the beginning, from the very second that the contract is agreed to by all parties. Your due diligence is usually between 10 and 16, 17 days, where you can back out of that purchase for any reason whatsoever. Meaning, if you don't like the color of the seller's eyes, you know, I'm not going to put that in your documentation when I send it over, but I'm just going to tell them we're not moving forward. You know what I mean?
I don't like the cut of your jib, mister.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's happened before.
Really?
I've had that happen where the buyers are like, we don't like the sellers. We don't.
This guy's a jerk.
This guy's kind of this way, and we don't really like the wife. And then the sellers are like, we don't really like these people. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Let's just,
Right.
I don't want you here if you don't want to be. Yeah, if you don't want to be here, let's just kill this thing right now. Yeah. Right. Because it's got to be for the best. It's got to be for the best.
So it's okay to move fast, but also back up.
Yeah, due diligence is exactly that. You've got to do your due diligence, and within that there are several inspections that you can do, but a home inspection, I would say, is the most important one. Yeah, and that's because you can find some amazing things through a home inspector that you wouldn't necessarily find, especially by yourself. Right. You can find foundation issues. You can find huge potential fire hazards. I mean, you name it. Mold. We don't even get mold out here very often because it's so arid. Right. But you can, inside of homes, create the proper climate, you know, especially in laundry rooms. Folks, keep an eye on those little pipes behind your behind your washer and dryer. Right. Yeah, that's 90% of the mold that I see in homes comes from right there. Right. Yeah. So yeah, the home inspection is a huge tool because you could be walking into a total trap and you don't know it until your home inspector sets foot in there and goes, no, here's my report, and, you know, I'm not going to tell you not to buy the house, but I'm going to tell you here's what I found, what's wrong with the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your realtor, this guy, hopefully, he'll
deal.
go, yeah, this is no good, and we're gonna get you out of here.
Yeah.
And you get your cash buyers, or even technically, you are not forced by anyone to get a home inspection.
Just a really,
but it
really,
is
really
insanely important. Yeah, I mean, if you decide not to get a home inspection, I'm going to have you sign 3 or 4 pieces of paper that essentially all say the same thing. You willingly decided not to get a home inspection, because to me that's one of the most important parts. As far as the beginning, that's the most important part of the transaction. It's going to give you a comfort level. It's going to hold the sellers accountable. Mm-hmm. We're going to be able to put in a request for repairs, you know, all that fun stuff, and get some things fixed. But going in blind, you know, from a realtor's point of view, yeah, it's terrifying. It really is. Yeah.
Hey, you know what was terrifying was no, I'm just kidding. It was actually a nice walkthrough.
Up in terrifying how beautiful the home was.
There it was.
Is that it?
There it was. It's terrifying how much I fell in love with the home we're going to look at.
That's great.
And let's come back and do the walkthrough.
Yeah. We'll be right back with the Dandelion home.
Yep, on Nate's Neighborhood. Hi, welcome back to Nate's Neighborhood with Nate Bully, one of Nye County's top builders. I'm your co-host, John Kohler. I'm a weatherman. I don't know.
He is the top weatherman in all of Nye County. Don't let anybody tell you anything.
I get to hang out with Nate and visit the neighborhood and do some walkthroughs of some great homes. This one's up on Dandelion. It's available now. It's just recently listed. Super clean house out. You can kind of see
beautiful
it.
Place. Yeah,
that's
that's
from
from
front
there. Yeah, let's just dive right on. This is the circular drive.
Yep.
Well kept, ton of rock right there. America, you like the flag? That's a good deal.
Love the flag. Kind of an interesting layout with the garage. A lot of them are like kind of
Yeah.
street facing. This was sort of a side facing garage.
Yeah, side set garage, which I'm definitely a fan of. It makes your home look bigger from the front, of course. And then anytime you got the side set garage, it means you're gonna have, and you can kind of see it in this picture off to the top left there, you're gonna have that extra patch of asphalt or driveway to make that turn into the garage.
Right, here it is.
You utilize this space, yeah, I mean garage sales, barbecues, parking for family events.
Right.
Like this little space is in and of itself is pretty helpful.
And once a basketball hoop, don't you think?
Yeah,
I got a
basketball
basketball,
hoop,
Jones.
street hockey.
Baby, woo, woo, woo. Off to the left, you see a little well house. It's just kind of a little
Storage area, yeah. That door was actually locked. We could not get into it, but yeah, storage as well as the well house. Probably about maybe 300 square feet or so.
Yeah.
But this is looking off to the east. So from this backyard, you can't see it because of the home, but on the other side of the home there's Mount Charleston. So you get great views of Mount Charleston and the rest of the northern side of the valley from the backyard. There we go.
Rolling up on the front door. It's kind of a neat entryway, actually. It's tall, kind of majestic. You walk in, it's like, well, this is impressive.
It's got that intimidating kind of, you
it's like,
walk
this is
in
my
and you're
castle.
overtaken by it. Yeah, and you notice the garden window off to the left of that left-hand pillar.
Yeah.
Big plus. There she is, yeah. The garden windows are great. I mean, because you get plenty of sun out here all year round, yeah.
Right.
Front door coming in, new flooring, new paint, new baseboards. I want to say new doors.
Yeah, they cutesy this one up
Mostly
really
new
nice.
appliances. Yeah, they did a ton of rehab work to this one. A local rehab company did this one. They do pretty good work. I would say.
You see kind of the living room here, but also, there you go with a grand fireplace.
And it was so clean, I took my flip-flops off, which is silly because it was just, I didn't want to get any dust on the floor there. And the floor, it's a little bit tough to see there, but the flooring is a man-made tile, so to speak, and it's that great new brown, white, gray kind of mix.
Right.
Literally goes with everything.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Floats right over the floor.
Yeah, it really
Beautiful
does.
dining room area.
Yeah, there's your formal looking out of the backyard, which had a huge opening for, if you want to make a picnic area or grass or even put a pool in back there. Not an expensive one, folks, unless you're staying there forever. Hey, there's Barefoot Nate right there, and this is a shot from the corner. We didn't even bring up the fireplace there. It's got the hearth. Everything there is new. The tiling, the whole setup, and they continued it into the kitchen on the backsplash, which I thought was a great touch.
Right, and there you are in the kitchen.
There she is. Yeah, big kitchen, man.
What are you making? Making a sandwich?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if the oven and the sink were new, and I think those are the only two that were originally there.
Nice gas appliances.
Yeah, because they're gold. Yeah. Everything else was silver or chrome. Yeah, but you've got the dual sinks there, which is awesome. Right. So you can prep in one, clean in the other if you have to.
Right. Dishwasher, stainless steel, lots of cabinet space in here.
A lot of cabinets. I believe even all the handles on all the cabinetry are new as well. A lot of detail. And there's that backsplash that carries through from
I did like
over
the
near the
backsplash.
fireplace.
That was a nice little touch. And actually, those the countertops were. I'm not sure. Is it a solid surface? Something like that.
Yeah, not necessarily granite. It could even be Chinese granite.
Right.
But it could be something like quartz as well. Very nice though. Very cool. And you can see those gray streaks running through it.
Right.
They show very well. Yeah. And of course the same flooring throughout, which goes essentially with every color.
Right.
Until you get into the bright spectrum. There's your the look out the front from the garden window.
Yeah, lots of light throughout the whole place. I mean, the pantry door.
Yeah, the natural light was big in here. And this is a custom home, so I want to say it was built in like 98 or 99.
Yep. Doesn't look like a cookie cutter like the one next door, or the one next to that, or the one. Yeah, no, it's.
Yeah, it's pretty much all by itself as far as design. So someone definitely put a lot of planning and thinking into this. So much cabinetry. I mean, the storage space there is insane. There we go. Now this is off the entryway. I believe this is.
Right.
There she is. There's the laundry room.
And that
this
goes
is actually off of the kitchen.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Laundry room, and it goes right out to the garage.
Garage was a cool setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-car garage.
I'm not sure if we pop into that next or if that goes. around the
sure.
corner. But yep,
Oh,
there
there
it
she
is.
is, yeah. And the cool storage shelves, I love those things, man. I mean,
Oh, yeah, up above. Yeah, no, those are heavy duty. Those are definitely strapped in and ready to go. Those aren't going anywhere. Look at
100%.
those.
Yeah, they're in it to win it. Those aren't going anywhere. So,
Tons of
big
storage out in
family,
the
and of
garage.
course, I mean,
Yep.
2,500 square foot home,
Got
3 bed,
plenty-
2 bath. I want to say, going for 500,000, 499.9. So essentially 500,000. So it gets higher in the square footage as far as price per square foot. Ding ding, just over $200 a square foot. So wrap your mind around that as you think about it. Here's the master, and I like the window setup a lot, man.
I do too.
It makes me want to put windows in the master bedroom, or more windows, yeah. Because you essentially just slide your bed right up to that.
Right.
And you've got windows surrounding your bed for that natural light in the morning. That's cool.
No, it was nice and let's see. Yeah,
And this is from the exit. There is an exit onto the back patio from the primary bedroom.
right, and you can see okay, now the bathroom in here, this is really cool. They had
Very
like a
cool,
Roman
man.
bath. Look at this
Yeah,
Roman
like
bath.
the sink-in tub.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so many people I take through homes will find the elevated Roman tubs and they'll go, oh, I like those, but they're just, I'm not climbing in and out of that thing.
Right.
But this thing is perfect. Yeah, you step down into it, you step up out of it.
And it's got kind of
Beautiful
columns
work,
on
man.
around it, so you've got access on a couple different sides, and
Yeah.
it's just
If you want to put a bath bar or something around, like a grab bar, I probably would. Yeah, trying to get out of there.
yeah, but you almost, because it is sunken, it's you're not worried about like stepping over something, gonna fall down on the way out. It's
Yeah, falling in or
it's
falling
pretty,
out.
yeah.
Exactly. Great
You
setup.
I
Yeah.
guess you could use it, and they've got a shower, and they've got a little commode over here, and they got dual sinks and everything looking.
Yeah, I
fine.
like the space between the sinks. I like the rise as well.
Right.
Because you got plenty of elbow room, whether it's his and hers, or hers and hers, or his and his, and however
Right.
we're doing it,
Right. You aren't gonna get your partner cooties on your bath
Yeah,
setup.
happy spouse, happy house. So everybody needs their own space. Yeah,
Look at this huge closet.
massive, man.
and this is
When I
all-
walked in, I thought it was. Before I hit the light, I just kind of thought it was your general walk-in closet.
Right.
But yeah, that's essentially 3 walk-in closets.
You could put a safety room in here.
You could. I had
And
that
still
thought
have-
'cause
still have
right
room for-
past the back edge of those shelves right there. Yeah, if you walled it up right there,
Right.
you could do your thing and make a panic room. Yeah, that'd be cool. Second bedroom, and the second and third bedrooms were still pretty big.
They weren't bad size. Yeah, look at
yeah.
these things. I mean, they've got nice.
The dual sliding, updated closet doors, the pot shelves, the huge windows. So we didn't have to turn on a light the whole time we were there.
No, and look at those giant dual French doors. Kind of, is that what you call that? French
Yeah.
doors, I guess.
Yeah, and this one I'm assuming at some point was an office for someone. But it's obviously a bedroom, and I suppose you would call it the junior suite, even though it doesn't have its own direct bathroom connected to it.
Right.
But it does have those fancy doors, and it is a little bit bigger than the third bedroom.
Yep.
Because it's kitty cornered.
Right. Third bedroom. There you go.
There she is, and a good size. Again, I think this is the smallest one, but I think it was 11 by 14 or 12 by 14.
Yeah, that room.
Yeah, everything very well done. I don't know if the carpet was new, but the carpet was in great shape. All the outlets walking through had been replaced. It's
You could have eaten
very
off
well
that
done.
carpet if it wasn't new. It was like very, very well clean. It was very nice carpet.
100%. Yeah, good looking place. There's the secondary bathroom, and pretty spacious. It's more spacious than you would see in the photo there.
Right.
It's kind of a narrow shot, but full size tub and shower. Again, you got the same carryover from the primary bathroom on the countertop there.
Right.
Even the same sink shape, so that's cool. And then, as you can kind of see throughout, like I said, we didn't have to turn on a light, but there was new lighting. All the fixtures were new,
Right.
even the ones in this bathroom here.
Okay, here's the view off the back deck there. They had this kind of outdoor carpet out there, which.
Yeah, and it was kind of cool. They cut it around the columns there, and it looks to be pretty new because it's black, and that spot's going to get a lot of sun. So I just assume black carpet. It's pretty new. It isn't faded yet, but it does run the whole length down that back way. And so what we're looking at is the first window is the third bedroom. The second window down the line is the living room.
Yep.
And then the
Master.
main exit, and then in the back is the exit from the master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
'cause we
pretty
got two
cool
sliders there.
Yard. I think I had a shot from the back side, just kind of looking into the yard. There's a huge potential here for all kinds of things to happen.
A lot, man. Yeah, I thought grass right away, and you thought
I was thinking outdoor pool.
Yeah, you were thinking pool.
I was thinking like
yeah.
maybe an above ground
Because
would
it's
be cooler.
already, yeah, and it kind of looks like maybe there used to be something there. That's for sure. You've got the walkway, you've got the big pot, the big potters. You know,
Yeah.
the trees are there, and it's edged around in concrete.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of already there. You just figure out what to put there. Yeah, it's
Should
on over an
definitely-
acre. It's in a great little part of town.
Yep.
And it's in our town. It's in our neighborhood.
It's right in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Come on out and buy this house from Nate Boley.
Yeah. 775-513-2491. You guys give me a holler. We'll talk next week.
Thanks for coming to Nate's neighborhood.
Bye guys.